All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to start by saying all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. And salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Now, this is a video on false prophets and false prophets. I'm just bring out a couple of scriptures and stuff. I got the Comforter right here. What's his real name? Jermaine Grant. I got him up on here first. I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of pastors, but this is one of the most update things that's just happened. The government came down on him for tax evasions for over $5.3 million. And it went to when I read the article, it said it went to his personal lust, cars, paying for people's kids' tuitions. I think he had a cabin and some shit. Hold on, let me see if I can bring it up. I know Apostle Ramlot went into it. Don't worry about it. I ain't gonna bring it up. But yeah, just look into the article, watch Apostle Ramlot's video on his channel, GMS Info Doc Channel 11. And he goes into it. You can read all into the information. But yeah, Comforter we know sold out. He's saying he's the Comforter, which is a blasphemy. He's bringing Israel back into this society and the world, in this world society. Bringing their minds back into this society, man. He's not telling them the truth whatsoever. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this scripture first. This is Ezekiel, and that's why the Lord coming down on him, man. This nigga left the truth. This is Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 10. It says, hold on. Verse 8, it says, therefore thus saith the Lord power, because ye have spoken vanity and seen lies, therefore behold, I am against you, saith the Lord, Yahweh. Right, so, people like Comfy have spoken lies, man. They got Israel believing that they can migrate themselves back into society and that Yahweh Shai isn't coming back, man. All right, another thing Comfy is, got going on, basically inspiring Israel to be rappers, man. Merging the truth with rap. What else? You got Jesus Christ in the name, is the name. We know the name is Yahweh Shai. What else? He left the truth, But not only Comfy, I just hit him up because he was one of the most recent guys that was just in the news media. The Lord coming down on his ass and shit, and exposing him and whatnot. But we got other pastors out here, other so-called leaders of ours that's supposed to be teaching the truth, and they're not teaching the truth, man. That's why Israel, don't know what's going on. That's why they're so in fear of these prophecies coming to pass, man. This is one of the pastors that I grew up knowing. His name is Brother Jerry. My mom brought us to this church, when we was younger, and we grew up in this church, we always knew that there was something wrong with this church coming up as kids, how much of a hypocrite everybody was being, and all the wickedness that was going on in this church, man. Everybody then came through this man's church, really, and a lot of people seen the bullshit that he was on and left the church, man, But this is back in Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 8. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power, because ye have spoken vanity and seen lies. This man said the Lord was for everybody. He himself came to save everybody. He preached Jesus is the name and shit, man. He got people in temples. That's out of order, man. We supposed to be on the highways and byways, man. It says, seeing lies. Therefore, behold, I am against you, saith the Lord. Lord power, and mine hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies, because the Lord came for the children of Israel. Israel was not done away with. I think that was something else that he was teaching. But if he's not teaching that, there's a lot of people out here that's teaching it, man. It says, they shall not be in the assembly of my people, neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel, neither shall they enter into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Right, so you pastors, man, that's teaching lies on the truth, gonna be destroyed, man. Y'all gonna have to be birthed back into the kingdom. And if I'm not mistaken, he did say that Israel was done away with. This verse 10, it says, because they have seduced my people. And we look up the word seduce. When you look it up in Latin, it's seducere or seducer, which means to lead away, lead astray. They led the people astray, man. They're not preparing Israel for the day of battle. They're not getting Israel's spirit ready for famine, the RFID chip, Yahushua's return. You know, they're not building up the 12 tribes. It's 12 tribes, man. You got more black people in that church than anything. You don't really see no Latins in that church, man. You don't see no Native Americans in that church, really, man. But you don't see no Dominicans, you know, which is Simeon. You know, you don't see too many of the tribes in that church, man. But it says, and my hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies. They shall not be in... I'm sorry. Back to verse 10. It says, because they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace. Right. So they saying peace by saying that, you know, everything's okay. Pray for Obama. That's one thing that he said. Pray for Trump. You know, establish yourself in this society. You know, we ain't got no peace with this white man. This white man, Esau, is gunning Israel down. We're not in a time of peace. We're in a time of war, man. It says, because they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace. And one built up a wall, and lo, others daubed it with untampered mortar. That's the lies and philosophies. Because you got all types of lies and philosophies out here. You got Jacob being 5%ers. You know, they dealing in witchcraft. Yeah, with Levi, they dealing in the witchcraft heavy. You know, it says one built up a wall, and lo, others daubed it with untempered mortar. Say unto them which daubed it with untempered mortar, that it shall fall. Right. So the Lord gonna bring y'all lies down, man. And you know, spiritually he bringing them down now, but ultimately the ultimate goal is that, you know, all these churches in America gonna be destroyed, man. All this gonna be put down all over the world, man. It says, say unto them which daubed it with untempered mortar, that it shall fall. There shall be an overflowing shower, and ye, O great hailstones, that's talking about the nuclear missiles, shall fall, and a stormy wind shall rend it. It says, lo, when the wall is fallen, shall it not be said unto you, where is the daubing wherewith ye have daubed it? Therefore, thus said the Lord power, I will even rend it with a stormy wind in my fury, and there shall be an overflowing shower in mine anger, and great hailstones in my fury to consume it. Right. So ultimately, the Lord gonna destroy this place, right along with these temples, right along with these false prophets that's in these various religions. You know, religions or movements. If it ain't got nothing to do with the truth, it's against the scriptures, and the people that partake in it and that teach it are going to be destroyed. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. Verse 15, it says, woe unto them that giveth his neighbor drink. So destruction unto you false prophets, man. You know, and the people that teach this same bullshit, man. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink. That drink is false philosophies, man. Woe meaning destruction. That puttest thy bottle to him and makest him drunken also. Right, and Israel that copies and follows after these philosophies, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look upon their nakedness. Right, and the nakedness is not having the truth, man. So destruction unto those who's partaking in this and passing the wicked doctrine along, man, of peace, man. Of peace, of lies, of vanity, the philosophies that's of America. If you don't believe that you're a Hebrew Israelite and following that straight gate, starting from the apostles and then the elders that taught them on down, then you're just gonna be destroyed for it, man. Let me see. Salaki, I'll get my head around scripture. I'll bring this last scripture out because ultimately we're supposed to be teaching the truth. These pastors are supposed to be giving Israel the truth. These other nations, these Edomites, Hamites, Japhites, Ishmaelites, they're not a part of the fold of Israel. They will be going into slavery according to the Bible. That's what the Bible speaks of. Israel's supposed to know this, man. If you call yourself a man of the Lord and you're supposed to be teaching the doctrine, you're supposed to be teaching it with truth. Teaching it in truth. Taking all day. This is Colossians chapter 4, verse 6. It says, let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, right? The salt is the truth, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man, right? And y'all pastors, doctrines, y'all spiritual leaders' doctrines are not seasoned with the truth at all. If you can't give the people the whole truth, then you're giving them lies, man. You're leaving them confused. It says so that you know how to answer every man. You're supposed to have the understanding on how to answer your people. That's for all these false prophets and stuff, man. But that's it for the lesson. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. And salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.